Capitec isn't your average bank. Neither are its founders, a group of wine-selling experts.
Let's call it 8 founders, 9 founders. Michiel, Rian, Carl, and myself was coming out of liquor. So we were going into the shebeens, into the townships, and understood that side of the market.
Shebeens are drinking spots in informal settlements, often inside a private home. Fourie's expertise in this informal retail sector has been key to Capitec's success. Shebeens and spaza shops in townships across South Africa have grown to become a parallel economy, demanding attention from the formal retail sector, something Fourie understood long before his competitors. While working for the Stellenbosch Farmers Winery in the 90s, he didn't just create the perfect wine distribution model. He also identified prime locations for just about any business serious about customers.
The plan was always retail. And it was we were obsessed with the word bank, because bank gives you trust.
Capitec's headquarters nods to that history, located among vineyards outside Stellenbosch. When Fourie and his co-founders started their retail microloan business in the 90s, few thought it would grow into South Africa's largest bank by customers.
You're seeing here now a very beautiful head office. Then we had nothing. We walked into a building that was empty. We had to bring in the chairs. We had to plug in the computers. We had to do everything. So we were really a startup company.
Much of Capitec's success is due to its relentless focus on banking the so-called unbanked. During apartheid, Black South Africans were excluded from formal banking. Even well into the 90s, lenders were slow to offer services to these people, those living in informal settlements who, bank executives believed, had no interest in opening or maintaining a bank account.
If you look between the age of 18 and 60, 53% of South Africans has got a Capitec card in their wallets. We're still growing 160,000 clients per month. For us, it's more now about you've got 24 million, and we're going to be at half year close to 25 million. But how do you optimize those clients?
Under Fourie, Capitec has been the Johannesburg Stock Exchange's best performing company since 1994, beating the next best 3 combined. Its market value exceeds that of Africa's #1 lender by assets, Standard Bank. While competitors have significant interests abroad, Capitec remains primarily focused on South Africa, where it's now branching out into all kinds of credit offerings, insurance, and a host of digital services. With a 30,000% stock growth behind him, Fourie decided to step down, news that saw the shares drop 4%. But the new CEO, Graham Lee, insists little will change. Having run the company's retail unit since 2022, he's promising continuity.
I think there's a lot of ways in which I'm very similar to Gerrie, in which we think quite similarly about strategies, about culture, about the importance of the various different groups of people within Capitec, and how important that humanness is to achieving our goals in a world where it's becoming more and more digital with our competitors.
And it's not just Capitec. Many of its competitors have recently seen leadership changes. FirstRand, Nedbank, Investec, and now Absa all have new bosses. The sector has been on its toes as African banking faces continuing headwinds, challenges the new CEO says he's ready for.
There are global uncertainties, which certainly don't make the job any easier. Despite that, I do feel cautiously positive. And the reason for that, I think that in terms of our operations and our strategy, we are well positioned to thrive despite those challenges.
With Lee just taking over and an unprecedented stock gain to build on, investors will be watching closely on what he does to carry on Fourie's legacy.